Hello, you guys. I'm Valentina, and this is the Spotlight channel. And welcome back. Today, I want to talk about a change in perception. I'm very upset today. And I want to share that because I want to be really honest. In this channel, I talk a lot about healing and tools that we can use to achieve a better state of mind. And some days are just not, those days. And I'm a person that I feel really guilty when I'm having those days because it feels like if we're not, especially nowadays with social media, I compare myself a lot. I don't know if you guys do it too, but I think there's a lot of comparison to be at a state of mind to where you're completely fine all the time. And when you feel bad, you feel guilty. So I wanted to be honest and share this with you guys in this video because honestly, when I hear the reality of people and how they're not always feeling good, it makes me feel better. So 2 days ago, somebody broke into my car. I was doing a gig. It was awesome. At this awesome place, people were loving it. It was amazing. I had a great night. And when I came back to my car, my windshield was completely shattered. I was very angry. Very, very angry, I'll admit. And it was tough, It was tough because I didn't want to be angry. And I was trying my best not to be angry. But I was angry. And I came by this idea of guilt for feeling what I was feeling because of the situation at hand, but also allowing myself to drown into my anger. So how we change our lives is by changing our perception. Some people are able to change their perception like this, but some of us don't do it so quickly, especially since a lot of people, the way that we grow up with certain mindsets and certain beliefs that stick around. So when situations happen that trigger us, instantly we're pulled into the patterns, patterns of thoughts and beliefs that we have. And so it is challenging sometimes to completely shift perception at the moment that we have a situation that's triggering, that's going on. And I wanted to talk about that because I wanted to say that's okay. That's completely fine. And I think the important part is being able to feel everything that you feel, but not allowing ourselves to drag on that feeling for too long. So of course, I was pissed off. So pissed, oh my gosh. Thinking like, because of another human that decided to do that, now I have to bank this. So I was very angry. I still kept some of the habits that are healthy for me to be able to have a leveled nervous system to choose better. So I went for a walk. Even though it was raining, I went for a long, long walk to be able to move and get my system moving, and this way release some dopamine into my brain, some serotonin into my brain, and be able to be more relaxed. But that still didn't completely get me off of the mindset that I was in, which was anger. The point is, I was angry and I was feeling guilty about being angry. Because with so much comparison, we think we need to be perfect. And I'm not at that healed state yet to where I can take situations super lightly. But at the same time, that's completely fine, because I even see a change in how I behave now. Before, I would be hysterical. I'll be crying. I'll be so frustrated, scared, wondering where am I gonna get this money from? What am I gonna do? And then just let this bleed into every situation of my life. Now, it did for a bit. I mean, when I first saw it, I was so sad and so angry. And today when I was talking to the insurance, I was so angry. They do really know how to trigger a person. But I'm not allowing myself to stay lingering in that feeling for too long. I was angry. I let myself be angry for a couple of hours, and I brought myself down and decided to choose to see the situation from a different view. Instead of looking at the situation from letting this one situation create a chain of negative events which would bleed into all the other areas of my life, such as my work, my finances, my relationships, myself, my home. Or I could choose to look at the situation for what it is. I have a broken windshield. It's going to be expensive. I have the money to fix it. It's going to completely mess my finances for a little bit, but it is what it is. It happened. I need to fix it. I'm not going to be hungry. I'm not going to be, without a home to live just because of that. It sucks, but it is what it is. And the rest of my life is still the same and keeps going without anything changing, aside from having to spend a little bit of money and having to plan myself a little bit better for the next week while I don't have my car. And by looking at the situation in that way, I allow myself to relax. I allow myself to be at a mind state of calm. I'm not angry. I'm not angry at the world. I'm not angry at myself. I'm not hopeless. It just is what it is. It's upsetting. It's not cool, but it is what it is. It happened. And I am able to fix it. That's the key. And so I wanted to make this video. I swear to God, I filmed this video like 20 times because I would keep getting lost in the message because I am upset, I'm not super happy today, but I'm not also super angry anymore. And I think this state of calm is very real, This is very real. And I wanted to showcase the reality of life, or at least one reality of life, I guess, because I think a lot of us do go through situations that are very triggering and that destabilizes in certain ways or certain areas of our lives for a moment. And to be able to deal with that is very key, but also to be able to deal with that without judging ourselves or feeling guilty about how we first perceive the situation. We can change our perception at any point, and it's okay not to have the changed perception right away, So, yeah. Yeah, let me think. So yeah, I think we tend to be very, especially people that have this. So a lot of us tend to get one situation and make it about everything else in our lives, such as relationships, finances, housing, like I said before. And instead of doing that, we can teach ourselves to take a broader, more distant perspective into the situations that happen to us. It's challenging because it is happening to us, but it's possible. So all I wanted to bring in this message is what happened to me, to give you a real example about how I behave in these situations. Not that I'm any example for anything, but I'm human too, you know? So we're just here to live and to learn and to try to do better for ourselves so we can live a good life. And I think that's it. Be able to feel what you feel and be very honest with yourself and very real, but also allow yourself to change, you know? And to finish that off, I don't even know if this is gonna make sense, but to finish that off, I just want to say one more time, what helped me was taking care of me, taking care of my health. So eating good foods, going out for a walk. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't do any heavy exercises because I wasn't feeling like it. But I went for a walk. I made myself go for a long, long walk because I know that that's gonna do something for my body and my mind chemically that will allow me or better assist me into making a better choice, into being able to choose a different way of viewing things and a different way of doing things. Doesn't mean I didn't get angry at all, but it means that I'm taking the situation in a better way now, instead of allowing that to completely ruin my day, my week, you know, my month. So yeah, I hope this made sense. I hope this made sense and I hope this helps somebody out there. I'm not even sure what the message is all about, but I hope you guys got it. I'll see you next time.